Good morning everyone, Tracy here from the Wildlife Garden. Been doing a lovely activity today. This is Friday the 23rd of January and it's the beginning of the first of the weekend of the RSPB's Big Garden Bird Count. Today's the day they ask, well, this weekend is when they ask you to monitor the birds that you can see in your garden, or great for school children. That schools are asked to do this activity too. Great for teaching children tally marks, and you can do it in the park. You can do it anywhere you like, where you just sit and monitor birds that you can observe for an hour. You don't have to be an expert. Just monitor the birds you do know: robins, blackbirds, pigeons, any kind of birds that you know. If you can make a little tally of them and send that information to the RSPB. If you Google the RSPB, all the information's there on what to do. It's very simple. You don't count birds that are flying over. You just count the birds in the spot that you're monitoring. So in my case, it's been the garden, and these are the birds I've managed to monitor in the hour that I sat today, and I'm really chuffed. It's I normally get a lot of birds in my garden because I do feed the birds, and I've been feeding them for a very long time. So I do get quite a good ratio of birds visiting, not in large numbers necessarily, but definitely in number of species. I average about between 10 and 16 species of bird in the garden. Great seeing the woodpecker. We believe we've got 2 woodpeckers. We've seen a male and a female on the feeders. And we did have a woodpecker bring its juvenile to the feeders last year, so we're hoping that they're nesting nearby again this year. And of significance for me are I've had chaffinch, which I haven't had chaffinches in the garden for 3 or 4 years, and you can see here greenfinches. A number of greenfinches are going up regularly now in my garden. So it's just lovely monitoring the birds. So you do this for an hour, and then send this information. There's been such a decline in birds in our gardens and in our country over the last, since the 1970s really. Quite a big decline due to how we've changed our farming after sort of big agriculture now, climate change and loss of the number of habitats that we're losing. Ponds, when the agriculture changes, becomes big agriculture, all the ponds have disappeared, hedgerows have disappeared, forests are disappearing at a rate or not. So we need to monitor the birds. It all helps to put pressure on our governments to try and support the wildlife in the garden. So, in the country, not just in my garden. My garden's very important to me. So if you can get and sit and do an hour's bird watch over the weekend, it would be a great way of helping in local citizen science and helping us to monitor what state our birds are in at the moment. So I hope you join in and enjoy watching the birds. Thanks for watching. I am going to put an add on to this. I have been in the garden, obviously putting the food out for the birds, and the state of the garden after all the snowfall and the rain that we've had and continue to have. It's been horrendous really, and the grass in particular is suffering badly, but it's great to film it now because come spring, once those warm spring days start to appear, grass recovers at an incredible rate really. And there are some little jewels beginning to appear. The snowdrops are just beginning to pop up in my garden. I know some people have had them up for a while, but they're just popping up in my garden. Daffodils are popping up. Not seeing many crocuses at the moment. I planted quite a few crocuses last year, and I'm a bit concerned that due to the amount of rain we've had, that they may have got. I don't think they particularly like super wet ground, so whether I've lost those, we'll see. Amazing what a couple of warm days can do. So a little video of the state of the garden and me doing some umming and ahhing about the future plans in the garden. So Right, hope you enjoy counting the birds if you can and helping with monitoring them for the RSPB. Thanks for watching. Well, as you can see, the lawn's suffering a little from the amount of rain and footfall. Looking very muddy. It's particularly bad under this rowan tree due to pigeons pecking at the fallen seeds here. And this poor hellebore Christmas rose looks like a new species, but it's just mud squash. Yeah, it's looking very sad. But the good thing is it will recover. Usually does anyway. And look, there are some good signs. These daffodils are pushing through. And there are some other plants that are beginning to appear too, even though it looks bad. We've got the cow parsley here. And that's spreading around the garden now. Quite a few bits of it. And over here, I was really surprised to see how many honesty seedlings have popped up. I will have to divide these. There's so many of them, and they're all scrunched together, so I will be dividing these. It'll be a good display. And of course the snowdrops are popping up. A bit concerned because there's not as many as I expected to see, because I've divided them, but they're coming slowly, so it's still early yet. But there's plenty of cyclamen spreading here. Cyclamen's doing really well under the apple tree. There's large patches appearing, and these are even flowering. Aren't they beautiful? And this is Galanthus, the giant snowdrop. I need to put these into the ground really. They are lovely though. And we had one little disaster from the storm with the snow and the wind. Either the snow or the wind broke a branch off the lilac tree. Quite a substantial branch really. And I hadn't even noticed it dangling down against the fence, but as you can see there are signs of rot in it, so never mind. And to end it, I'm always greeted by the robin when I come into the garden. He always she cheers me up. There are a pair now, so hopefully there'll be some little robins in the garden later in the year. He's so confident by me now. It's such a pleasure to be able to get so close to him. And did you know? Can speak, Robin.